What's wrong?
I don't know. I'm a little butthurt. I wanted him here 15 minutes ago.
Well, his football team lost that match yesterday, so he might have had to do some coaching bullshit. If he thought he was going to be late, though, he definitely would have spoken up. He's not the quiet type about that.
No, he messaged me at like 6:20. So he messaged me half an hour ago, or 40 minutes ago.
Yep, and Lixie's ready too, so just wait.
Okay.
Oh, he's here. Never mind.
I hope you posted that at everyone in text lobby, too, because I don't think anyone's going to see it in that.
Oh, I didn't realize it.
Gun, do you want me to join? What do you mean?
Oh no, I sent you. Are you on to the Steam stream? Did you get the invite, or you want me to resend it?
Actually playing.
Oh, goddamn, I'm mixing up.
But yeah, sure, invite me.
No.
Please tell me you're streaming that part of this.
You can. Let's Stretcher join first, and you can join. I see he's loading up Civ. I should be. Let me get into both lobbies. I think I'm in the Civ League group lobby. Hold on. Okay, Lixie, you can join.
Okay. Never mind my whisper.
Yes, you would play tight to you now.
You got about 11:29 until the stream will come up.
Word.
Yeah, I think you should cut the lobby sim out, but it's your call, I suppose.
I mean, I could stop it now and start it, but the two of you are in. It won't be that bad for everybody. As long as everybody gets in on time. If it doesn't start, like if everybody's not in the lobby in 10 minutes, then I'll probably stop it and just tell everybody I'll start it when everybody's here.
You're still waiting on one player?
Yep. I heard from them 40 minutes ago, but they have not responded yet. Hopefully it's not another time zone issue. But I'm pretty sure they knew it was Eastern.
He knows the time because he and I were talking about it. He lives in my time zone. That's why I thought he might be racing home from some football practice shit that he coaches for.
Rom says he'll be home in 7 minutes. He's on his way.
Ah, thought so.
Okay, great.
Actually, less than that, but whatever.
Is what it is, man.
Let me go on to the other room and just like walk around for 2 seconds so I'm not staring at a screen, since I'm going to be staring at a screen for the next 5 hours.
You and me both, man. Just hoping no relobbies. I'm hoping my computer is strong
strong.
today.
Yeah, I got my PC, man. It's a fucking good one.
It is. I've never double streamed though. I don't know if that's gonna affect it.
The 15-minute delay hurts it.
Oh, it
Just
adds more.
depends how much memory you have. It eats up a lot of memory to put a delay on a stream.
Should be okay memory-wise, but we will see. This is definitely a first, so. I mean, worst case, it's a little slower, but it should hold up.
Yeah, but I've been publicly announcing that there's a 15-minute delay at request of the team, so they need to be willing to fucking appreciate that. Like we're sacrificing quality for what the teams have requested.
Yeah, and I mean, these are the early days of all of us doing this, so, I mean, we'll figure it out as it goes. If 15 doesn't work, we'll go to 5, or we'll go to 10, whatever makes it less stressful on the PCs. Or maybe we'll just find a better host. Somebody that has an even better. Stretch could be a good host.
Can't let a player host. It gives them first move priority.
Oh, obviously, I'm talking about, like, future... Like, if you
I
want
can host games that I'm not in.
Exactly, that's what I meant.
Well, yeah, I know, but I'm saying for this one specifically. All right, so Gunslinger, how are you wanting to run the show tonight? We have a 4-man couch.
No, we'll talk freely. I mean,
Who's the primary commentator? Who's the color commentator?
try to follow where I move on the map. I'll be moving around a lot, looking at different things. You can comment on certain. If you want me to look at something, say something. Like I'm not going to be completely attentive for 5 hours. I'll definitely be moving around the map. But if you want to see anything specific, just let me know. I have no real plan for it other than watching it as it goes, and we'll figure out the commenting on the way. But I mean, whatever you guys want to input, if you guys want to take over for like a half hour, not moving it around, but like if you want to start telling me where to go or what to do or what to focus on, if you know the map a little better, if I'm not, it should go smooth though. We have enough time to watch what they're building, watch what we're doing. The only thing I don't like is that we can't look at the science and all that kind of stuff, so it's all like kind of guessing. Is that how it works?
You can look on, if you click F10, it'll show basically what the science, and then you can look in the technology tree.
Okay.
Actually, I was talking to Blade about that. He gave me some really good info on that. If you open the new demographics tab that's produced by the mod, it will show by percentage who's leading for science, but it's only based on the percentage of the tech tree they've researched. So that's the only real way we can keep an eye on the tech tree, and it'll also display the average. We'll be seeing the leader based on the symbol and coloration, because if there's 2 Germanys, they're going to be 2 different colors, right? You'll be able to see tech, culture, military strength, happiness, all sorts of stuff like that.
Yeah, F10. That's how you access it.
Cool. I'll get used to it pretty quick. Might be a little shaky the first 30 minutes, but it'll smooth out. Let me see.
Source Gear doesn't see Gunslinger. That's a bad sign.
I should still be in. Hold on.
Oh, he talks about, I believe, in the Steam chat.
I must have left somehow. Hold on.
All right, I'm going to make a tea. I'll be right back.
Well, source immediately connected and disconnected. It's not a good sign. Does he have the mods? Pull up source gear in here, Tom, if you can.
What do you want me to do?
Can you pull source gear to this channel?
Yeah, sure.
I know you don't have the mic yet, source, but do you have the mods installed? I'm wondering why you're disconnecting.
Hey guys,
There's Rob.
I didn't have the mic or I didn't have the mods installed, but can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit, he has a mic. First time I hear his voice.
I was trying to fix it like 10 minutes ago. That was the mic. He didn't have it working. Yeah, get the mods, and I think that's the only reason you're not connected.
Should we re-lobby?
We'll wait for him. If he gets in alright with the mods, then I think it'll be stable. I don't think it should be a big deal. We'll just wait
Go
to get.
to tournament details and scroll up. Links to the mods are there.
So we're not going to re-lobby?
We'll see. It's not like I don't think the slot's fucked. I think it's just because you didn't have the mods, it didn't work.
Okay, well I'm going to be loading Civ. My laptop's a little slow right now since I just started her up.
You play on a laptop?
I play on a gaming one, yeah.
I'm kicking you out of the clan, bro.
Sounds
Done, son.
That escalated quickly.
it's almost like I came out of the gaming closet.
Gaming
Jeez,
laptops
man.
are balling nowadays.
I have a ROG.
Yeah, that one was good back. This guy is downloading one. I got I made mine through a website. It still holds up after like 4 years. It still like plays Civ 6 fine. Just not as good as the desktop.
I always drop like 2 G's on a computer, and then I expect to get like 5 to 7 years out of it, and I just like chuck it, resell it, and buy a new one.
Yep, same. Yeah, I built the PC, got the laptop at the same time because I was taking a lot of trips at the time.
I bought my gaming PC last year, but I bought it with a 2-year accidental damage warranty. So like a week before the warranty expires, I'm just gonna spill a cup of coffee on it and bring it in. Money back.
They might be able to check for water damage. I would do it a different way.
Well, that's allowed, or I can throw it down a
Word
staircase.
up.
Yeah, my friends do it like every fucking 4 years.
Yeah, we do it a lot in the military.
What's going on with this? He's DCing from the lobby.
Source Gear has to get the mods. He's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it might damage the lobby.
Yeah, I think we should re-lobby. Like,
We might as well.
anyway, we might as well mitigate our chances of it failing.
All right, fair enough. It's not really that big of a deal. Give me 1 second.
I don't think we have anything to lose, but we have something to gain, is how I'm seeing it.
Yeah, if we can avoid a DC or a desync, why not? Even if we're wrong, it's better to be safe.
Yep.
I can dig it.
So if I want to record my record using OBS and not stream, do you guys know like where to make the settings like a little smaller so that it's not like a 1,000,000 gigabyte file?
You'd have to lower the bit rate and the size of like if the resolution's like 1280 by some or like 1080 by 1920, you got to lower it to something smaller.
But what's the best recording format? Is it MP4 or MOV?
That I don't know.
I think it's MOV. He's like the general. I guess I could lower the FPS. I don't think I should go lower than 30 anyway. The human eye sees at like 35, right?
I thought the human eye could see 60. You know what? Actually, I think it might be 24. I don't know. I'm making shit up.
We're talking about frames a second.
Yeah, like what kind of
Yeah,
person?
you cannot see 60.
A human eye
Oh.
can't. I think a human eye can barely see a difference after 30 because I think original motion pictures used to be at like 32 or something like that, like the movie reel ones.
Yeah.
Yep, and Lixie's ready too, so just wait.
Okay.
Oh, he's here. Never mind.
I know there was a Mythbusters episode about it that proved that no matter what we do, we can't tell the difference beyond 60.
Gun, do you want me to join?
60 for what?
For what the human eye can perceive, we cannot see beyond 60. There was a whole Mythbusters episode about it. Remember, because my son did a science fair project
But
about it.
what units of measure? What are we measuring?
Frames per second.
Okay.
Yeah, the cognitive perception of the naked eye for telling frames a second in a motion picture.
When we start calling people into the lobby, probably call Stretcho, then Don, Ram, then myself, and then lastly Lixie and Source. I guess that's where I think everyone's going to want to be.
Okay, Stretch, you can join.
You don't want to be next to me, huh? Why not?
I want to be next to the other Germany.
Sounds boring game to me.
You're gonna play Germany, Lixie. You're gonna Sim City with me.
No.
Yeah, I figured.
Where's Gunslinger? He's not in the Civ players chat.
I don't know why it keeps dropping me out of that. Give me 1 sec.
I see him in it.
I'm in Civ League, not Civ players right now.
You guys want to link me to the Civ League chat?
I'll join the other one. Just give me 1 sec. Alright, should see me.
How long till your stream kicks off, though? I'm trying to make sure this links to you properly.
It's up. I hear everybody with the 15-minute delay. It was perfect. So we should be good.
I'm in.
For some
People
reason,
will have to
I'm still
watch.
trying to post base trade. It's not supposed to be.
Alright, Don Killiam, you can join. Killiam, sorry, not Killiam. Killiam. I'll get these right.
Got it.
Sorsky, you get all the mods? All good?
Who do I join on? I'm sorry.
Gunslinger. So you guys are gonna save the video so I can watch it later?
I'm recording hours.
It'll be up on Twitch. I can't. It's gonna be too long for me to save on my computer. Unfortunately, I don't have
Yeah, fair enough.
a hard drive set up with like a terabyte. If I tried recording it, all my bandwidth all my space would get eaten up real quick, and I think the game would stop.
Yeah, cool.
Do you think 750 gigs is enough for
my
a 5
game
hour
just-
video?
My game just crashed. It says crash has been detected. Trying to join.
Uh-oh.
Didn't say you got in the lobby yet, so lobby should be alright.
I'll try to rejoin.
Do you have all the mods? You got in the last lobby, right? It said you had to download one though, which was weird. Just check
Probably
your
probably the spectator mod. We haven't been using that when we've been practicing.
Yeah, so just check your additional content when you load in before you join and see if you have everything enabled. There should be 4 mods enabled.
All right, I'm coming in.
Alright, cool. Alright, Rom, you can join.
Okay.
And Rolf, you said source gear after him, right?
No, me.
You? Okay, okay. In the middle. Why did you join, Litsky?
I think that's how we want it.
Okay. Rolf, you can join. Got confused. I thought he was playing in the middle. Rom.
The first 2 slots are the middle.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes more sense now. I was still wrong, but it makes more sense. Rom, you can join.
All right. I'm in.
I'm just going to swap slots. So,
Yeah, do it now then.
no, I got to wait till the last person. I got to wait for Source to. I'm going to swap with Source.
We want Licks the opposite role. So how do we resolve this?
I don't want to play opposite Lexi.
You don't have a choice.
So how do we resolve this?
Okay, well, hey, hold on. Tournament staff, run your tournament.
Sorry, can you repeat that? I didn't hear. I was.
We both want to position different players across from different players. So who gets the final say for their position? Because like if we swap slots, they can just swap right after, and then we can swap right after, and we'll just never start the tournament.
Let's see if we can do a draft to draft you into a specific position.
If we do that, though, that means we could have somebody that's playing the middle civ that we don't want to play the middle civ, period.
Or we can have a flip a coin for each person or for your team to pick. Is that good?
That sounds fun.
Yeah, the coin flip is probably best.
God, this map adds strategy into the lobbies. This is interesting. I didn't think this would happen.
I'm smiling.
I like your.
It's a reverse psychology.
Now this is shaping up to be good.
Yeah, I mean the positions matter for sure. It's a huge change if I'm not playing opposite their Germany. If we flip it like that.
Who says Lixi's not Germany?
Well, I'm going to see once he picks his civ. If he's Germany, then I'll play opposite him, and we don't have to do the coin flip at all. I just want to play opposite your Germany player.
Yeah, we gotta do the coin flip.
Well, he said he didn't want to play opposite Lixie, not that he didn't want to play opposite Zuma. So
It's not that I don't want to play opposite Lixie. I don't want to play opposite your non-Germany player. I want to play opposite your Germany player, whoever that is. But I know who that is already. So.
Yeah, not real big secret. That's for sure.
I was gonna say, how can we do it with you guys being able to see what the coin flip is? The only way would be if Gunslinger does it.
No, I trust you. That's fine.
Yeah, I think it's better if you do it. You're definitely a neutral party among these two.
Okay, I'm going onto a coin flip app. So the captains choose.
if you want, you can say like heads or tails, like message it to like yourself, and then like wait a minute, and then let someone call heads or tails and screenshot your response. But I trust you.
Oh, we can do that too. That's fine.
I mean, I trust you. I don't think you have a dog in the fight.
No. I'm on an app right now and I can flip a coin. So someone pick heads, someone pick tails.
Tails.
I guess we're tails then.
Heads. Heads was the result.
All right, you guys get to pick the slots then.
All right, we're up. Lixi's opposite you.
Flip a coin then, as opposed to actually flipping a coin.
Lixie, you're opposite Rolf, right?
Yeah, it's how it is right now, so we don't need to swap.
Sweet. Let's get this started. Do I have to pick? I'll just go random, right? Doesn't matter.
You have auto end turn on?
So is there anything I have to do as the
Auto end turn on?
auto end turn?
Yeah, well, unless you could just remember to hit end turn at the beginning of every turn. But you don't want to be the last person to end the turn, you know?
I could set it up during the game. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I got you.
The turn timer's established to 180. It was voted on.
I had to fucking turn on a manual stream to force it to stop posting on the other channels. It's so dumb.
All right, I'm gonna go have a quick smoke. I'll be back in a bit. I'm gonna just ready up.
Good luck, man.
I'm gonna do the same.
Why don't you break off the new channels?
And the Steam broadcast is down.
Hold on. Joining?
We're in game 2.
It might not allow both. I don't know how. There it is. All right. One of you's watching now.
I closed up, hit rewatch, so you need to say yes or no. There we go. I see you. I have no audio though.
I don't think there's audio right now because I'm not in the game.
Okay, fair enough.
All right, Rolf, you can ready up. First turn's unlimited time, so. I sent both invites out for this the stream on Steam. You should have it all pulled down in Tom.
Says broadcast has ended.
Weird. Hold on.
I'm just gonna close
Yeah,
Steam and
same.
try it again.
Yeah, just request to watch again. Like as soon as he reapproved me, it kicked off. No problem.
Yep, I see you in.
All right, we're good.
Alright, inform the Twitch stream that it should be starting in about 15 minutes from what they're looking at now. In terms of everybody readying up. Are you here, Rolf? Did they all move to their channels?
They didn't. They already went AFK. Did you see what I posted in that, by the way?
Okay, I've got the stream back up there. Nice.
What's Rolf doing? Is he in the bathroom?
They're in their tournament games, like the game rooms.
Sauce, you coming down, man?
We can throw him down there.
Yeah, chuck him down.
All right, here we go.
Exciting day.
Great beasts
let's
of
do
the
this.
Stone Age. To man taking his first
hear the sound
upright
now on
steps,
Steam?
you have come far.
Nope.
Now begins your greatest quest. From this
Oh,
early cradle of
crap.
civilization on towards the stars.
I hear it now.
It falls to you, Catherine de Medici.
I don't know what you did, but now I'm waiting for it to start. Oh, weird. Okay. I see what you see.
Yeah, I'm in.
Oh, yeah, dude. Get that ancient era France music for the entire game.
Will it change over to the other Civs? I hope so.
No, I won't.
I could put the playlist on.
There you go. Be
I love
rocking
Civ music.
jams.
No, Civ music. Access in the files. I sometimes put my own music on instead of like whatever Civs are in the game. Alright, welcome to the 3v3 $350 Civ League tournament. This is an inland sea map created by SunZ. It's got a variety of options to it. Each team starts on opposite sides of the map. There are ample spots for each one to settle. We had 2 matches so far, and each match was, well, they were very different. One match ended in a space race, actually. The second match ended in a CC to what eventually would have either been a space race or a complete destruction of the other team. So there's definitely a couple strategies that will be done and will be executed on this type of map. So it's going to be interesting to see what they all try here today. We got 2 Englands in the middle, which I'm assuming are going to go for money and security to feed the outside civs to be able to defend against any kind of pushes that might come from the other 2 civs on the other side. What they all try to do late game and mid game is going to be interesting. They may build it up to attack via sea, via land, but this is a lot of land to get through, so it really matters where these other civs plant their other cities. If they plant forward, then they're likely to have some conflict. If they plant backwards, well, it's not as much space, and it's not as, you know, the land is not as good. So they're gonna have to make some cities up front. But maybe go down to this lake down here, or so. We have 3 other commentators with me. We got Sarnith from CPL. We got Tomb Raider from Civ League, and All Fall Down
Hello.
from Civ League. So they will be piping in when they want, and you'll be hearing 4 different views of what we're seeing here. I know the map the least. This is like my second time seeing it. I believe all the other commentators have either played it or have streamed it or, yeah, practiced on it. So we should have a lot of valuable information for you all. All right. On the right side of the map, we have, who is the green one? Hold on. Okay, we got Rom. It's on the south side of the map is Sherman. Is Aztec. Now, I've seen this strategy before. It was played by the other SunZ team. Basically, we saw Germany making throughout the map. So they're gonna have to work on their Hansa placements, which Rom is actually really fucking good at. So his side of the map will definitely be secure if he can hold off any kind of rush that who's on the other side of him. Let's see who we got over here. So when we got Sourcegear as England, we have Don Killiam. And as the other Germany, we have Rolf Jason. Now Rolf has been practicing his SunZ game, so I'm very interested to see how he keeps up with Rom over there, because Rom has got to be one of the strongest Germany players in the game. So I'm going to be focusing on these two to see where they put their Hansas and how they set it up. This match between England and England should be really fun. We got to see who gets the better gold output. Who knows how to play England a little bit better than the other. I'm not sure if either of these players play England often, so it will be off. It'll be is the least. I don't think I've ever seen him play, so I'm very excited to see what he can bring to the table. Sourcegear, Rolf are very strong players, so it's good to see them on the top and bottom. On the other side, it's the same. Lixie is one of the best players I've ever seen in the game. He's just very good at technical knowledge and war, so he's got it both ways. His SimCity game is off the charts. Same goes for Rom. Rom is really good at war, and his Sim is especially good. But with Germany, I'd say it's 10 out of 10. The kind of wild card here is Stretch. I don't think I've ever seen Stretch do Navy, but I don't think I played a lot of games with Stretch, so he's an incredibly good war player. So it's going to be about first moves later when the actual action comes to part.
It's very interesting that you mentioned the difference in experience of the England players, and I think we're going to see that very quickly when we see where they choose to place their commercial hubs, especially in the cities above and below their capital, directly of the orange and the spice settles. Because if you keep them a tile apart versus keeping the commercials on either side of the river, and then you buy the tile outward towards the spice settle from the orange city, your docks and commercials are producing 6 and 8 gold a turn respectively, as opposed to 6 and 4.
It's going to be a lot of gold. They better set it up right. But they're all going to have the time to do that, right? That's kind of how this map works.
They will, but the earlier you get these things set up, the more value these decisions gain. Because you hold that advantage longer in terms of per turn basis.
Gotcha.
It's like the difference between plus 18 and plus 16 Hansas. It's a difference of only 2, but over the course of 10 turns, that's a difference of 20 production.
It's those little things that are going to change the tide for either of the teams. They got to be very careful of what they do the whole game. Between things like that, where they settle, switching cards, everything has to be done perfectly to get an edge over the other team. As you can see now, each team has bought tiles to help increase their yields as their cities grow. You can see the Aztecs up here buying their luxury tiles, which also, this one gives them faith so they can get a Pantheon a little quicker. May not have to put the card on. Looks like Germany did the same thing on the bottom. They also bought this tile right here for some extra food real quick. They want to get their city pops up high so they can start getting some settlers out quick. Because with the recent rules, I don't know how this mod works, but I'm assuming it's the same, that the settler costs have gone up throughout the eras here. Every time you make a settler, the next one's a little more expensive. Okay, we can see on the bottom
the
here.
settlers haven't been altered in any way, like the way that they produce and the way it scales. It's the same as vanilla.
Okay, so it's going to be important that they get them out fast and early, or at least have good production on each city they try to make them on. First settler I see starting on the left side. Do they all have one out? Yeah, they all have one out at this point.
So let's take a moment to discuss the difference in the third civ choice here. Germany's a staple for any team. It's just foolish not to take Germany. The Hansas just be too much. But let's talk about Montezuma and Trajan for Aztec and Rome. Which advantages do they bring to the table? What value do they have? Rome's obvious advantage of free roads, the free monuments early is a huge culture advantage. He's going to be slamming coaches up for his team, giving all those key Eureka's incredibly quickly, which means we're probably going to be seeing a really quick early empire for that team. But Montezuma, once he get those luxuries, if he first moves his combat, those horses are going to hit harder than knights.
True, I've only seen Aztec using this map. Rome is a very good choice because they will get all those Eurekas very quickly, and that's going to help his teammates get the cards they need faster and all that kind of stuff. It will be slower on the right side compared to the left.
And they'll also have a nice gold advantage as well.
It's true. That is very true. So it's going to be interesting to see what the left side does for strategy. Are they both going to bunker down for defense, both sides? Maybe we won't see any wars in this game. Maybe the right side will have to war because of the gold advantage, or maybe the left side will think they have to go to war because why not? They can build more unique units later, or more upgraded units later. Just want to take a moment to thank Civ League for hosting this tournament and providing such an interesting map to play on. It's going to be very interesting to see how these tournaments shape up in the future, but this looks like a good one for, was this the third tournament in Civ history so far? Civ 6 history? So, seems like it definitely has the best map of the three, and so far all the teams have been enjoying it.
Okay, so this is interesting. The two Germany players have moved their settlers in opposite directions. One's retreating back, the other's pushing forward into the middle of the map.
Looks like Rolf's going to be more aggressive. Rom's probably setting up to be defensive. He wants his Hanses. He wants those perfect Hanses. He wants no one to mess with him. I like that they're doing something different. That's a good point. Wonder what Rolf's plan is. Pretty sure I know what Rom's is.
Rolf will likely set up the pentagram that we saw at Tuesday's match.
Yeah. Wonder if he'll go for, well, no. One side's going to get Colosseum, and it's most likely going to be Rome. Maybe that's what he's planning on doing. But he's going to have to make his cities kind of tucked together, too, so it affects all of them. That will give him a huge culture boost over there. But if Rom could beat him to it as Germany, with that pentagram setup, that'll be something. In the middle you have, looks like Stretcho's going to find that wonder real quick. That's why he's got this builder out. So he's already gotten, what are we looking at, shipbuilding? Sailing? I think he's got to get the shipbuilding to send that, the builder out. Alright, we got our war. Civ's. Looks like Aztec's going to try to eat up Rolf's warrior here. These two down here have met in the sand. They're going to fight too. It's looking like they don't want to let the left side see what they got going on. So no scouts are going to get through. At least for now.
That declaration's pretty important, actually. It exercises a zone of control. Stop these warriors from just running willy-nilly around each other. Where is that Roman settler going? It's much farther than 4 times.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to this river here. Unless... Well, alright, looks like he's going to settle on the hill, maybe? Get that extra production quick, maybe buy a couple tiles. This will add a defense for a city center later. But what's interesting, he's going right onto the ocean. Right on the coast, so that's going to be hittable by England if he settles there. It's kind of what Rom's avoiding. His second city, which will be probably his second strongest city the way this map is. Almost every settle is pretty powerful. So your second city is going to be, it's going to be right up there with the first in terms of growth and production later on. So I think it's a very important settle in this map. But if Rome does settle here, that'll be vulnerable later in the map. You don't want your second city that vulnerable, especially to what is going to happen later. There are going to be ships in this sea, and there are going to be a lot of them. They're going to either go and press, or they're going to stay home and defend. So it's up to Stretch what he wants to do. If he can scout out the area and see that Rome made a city right away on the coast, then that'll be big later on.
First Pantheon taken, turn 13. Which one was it? Who got it?
Can I check that amongst them?
You can by hovering over the symbol, but if you look at the thing, it'll tell us too.
Oh. It's got to the open sky, and I'm assuming... Let's see if anyone has anything. Let me see F10, I gotta work with that. I can see these screens, alright, cool. I thought I couldn't for some reason. Oh, it doesn't show, does it? No.
I see the symbol by Aztec.
Oh, is it that?
If you look at their cities, you see the symbol next to the civilization symbol on the right.
I see. Okay. I've never had to look for it this way. Yeah. I usually don't see civs this early in the game. Alright, so Aztec. It's going to be very powerful for them. So they'll be getting culture. Maybe not on par with Rome, but there's a lot of options for each city that they settle to have at least one extra culture per city because of that Pantheon. Alright, we got Divine Spark taken now. Let's see who got that.
For our questions in the Twitch channel or Phantom Havoc, you can upgrade into U-boats from privateers because they replace that normal unit as the unique unit. They're not an additional added one such as a samurai or the berserker.
Not sure I like that mechanic. It makes a lot of civs different. Like if you play Macedon, you really can't upgrade into cavalry, so it takes out the cav rush from you. You're gonna have to wait. You have a lot of knights, but you're not gonna have cavalry. So you gotta go down a different tech path, and they gotta fix the way the unique units work with upgrades and stuff. Some of them are allowed to upgrade, some of them aren't into, like you can upgrade into some of them, but you can't upgrade into all of them. It just depends on where the tree they are, the path of the tree. Like I would love it if you could upgrade into Winged Hussars. That would make it a lot easier. Alright, looks like England's about to find, or has found, this world wonder here, which will give him the boost for his tech path. He needs astrology, so he'll be able to tech that real quick and get harbors afterwards. So I'm assuming he went right up the top of the tech tree towards shipbuilding, and then we'll get astrology after it. But he has, yeah, definitely. He's upgraded at least one of his sea tiles. Let's see what the other Hill England's doing. Same thing. He's got one builder on one of the tiles now, so he's about to upgrade his second tile, so he'll be getting that Eureka now.
Hey, Gunslinger, some people in the chat are saying that either you're too quiet or I'm too loud. So can you raise your volume or lower mine through the Discord?
Yep.
I see what Rome did. He's using the roads that he gets for free to bypass the river to get the free movement.
Yeah, the road's set up immediately. That makes sense. And he
Yep,
didn't he didn't plan on the coast, so that's good too for him.
And he's skipping 2 rivers with that. That's excellent. That's a lot of throughput and thought put into that. Well done, Rome.
Alright, looks like the third cities are about to be settled in the top and bottom. And England's a little bit behind on the second city here, but he's about to plan on food, so that'll grow pretty quick. They both have similar strategies. It seems like it's the only way you can really do it is England on this map. It's going to look very mirrored for both of them. The other civs, though, have completely different strategies. Looks like right side is going defensive. Left side's going either offensive or they're getting ready to either harass the other side or do something to slow them down. Okay, we got Oral Tradition as the next Pantheon picked. I didn't actually get to find out who got Divine Spark.
Hover over the symbol that's on the nameplates of the cities and see which Pantheon it is.
Yeah, it didn't appear for Divine Spark. I tried looking for it. I missed it. So we got Rome has Oral Tradition here. So they're going to get even more culture. Hated the tried to do by picking. So Rome's still going to be the boss of culture in this game if he does it right. That means he definitely has to go for Coliseum if he wants to keep that lead in culture the whole game. I think the only one that could steal that from him is Rom. I think he'd be the one to go after Coliseum. If not, maybe Lixie does it. Not counting Rolf out with it either, but I would assume he'd rather have Rome get it than him. He doesn't necessarily need the culture, he just needs to keep up in production and in the tech tree. So he's going to need science and production. Say right now the right has a slight lead in their simming, in their tech trees. Each of their scores is a little bit higher than their counterparts. I don't know how much the left team practiced on this map, but I watched the right team practice quite a bit this week, so I'm sure they got their strats down to about a science at this point. So this map is about speed. It's just a different kind of speed. It's
about efficiency.
Yep. But if you take an early lead and keep it most of the game, then the other team is going to sweat it a bit, I'm thinking. They're going to want to make every perfect move, and they're going to be that much more inclined to do it, which might increase the stress level for them.
Yeah, if you can get an early harass out, it sort of pushes them off their current strategy and might make them make a mistake or have to change what they're going for.
And that is especially true for the Germany player. You need to delay those Hanses as long as you can.
So it looks like Blade has sent his warrior to go scout. It's going to come back up, Rom's warrior, and maybe they can get one through to actually see the other civs. England has not done that, though. England's, I guess, looking for a wonder. Are there wonders in the back of this map? What is he going to find back here?
No, the only wonder is Galapagos. I don't know why he's scouting back there.
Yeah, so that warrior would be better utilized if you're helping out the top and bottom civs. So maybe he doesn't know the map that well. Maybe he's looking for tiles. Who knows? That's my only guess. But England on the stretch over here is using his much more effectively. All right, Lixie made a forward settle city, so he's gonna start making cities up here as well. He's not gonna go back. He's gonna be aggressive, I'm thinking, because of the luxury bonus he gets for his attack is gonna be big in this game, especially if Germany tries to push him later. So it might be better off for him to harass Germany. That really would be the only reason you pick Aztec, is to get that bonus and attack. And this map, I think, harassment. I mean, what are the chances that a big army, land army, is going to come in and catch him unaware or something? It's not going to happen. They're going to be able to see each other's city strengths and attack strengths and all that kind of stuff. So like about this UI. I don't know if every player has it on. Does it make them? I guess it does for this map, but they're all going to be able to see without checking. I like the fact that usually you have to check this screen just to see how much military they might have. Because if you're a lazy player and you're not checking that all the time, you will where. But this UI allows you to see it right out in the open like that. One turn. Okay, we got another Pantheon. We got God of the Sea for England, for Don Killam. Which means he's going to get a hell of a lot of production out of these sea tiles. It's really good for his later ability to make a bunch of ships very quickly. If he gets 3 cities down, I guess one here, and then he'll get one by the spice over here, and one on the spice up here. That'll be 5 cities that'll be able to utilize that. So that'll be big. It's a good Pantheon to choose for England. And it's big that he got it over this other England. Look who they just got their next one. So it was really just probably about a turn. If he could have somehow gotten more culture, maybe upgrade this pasture a little quicker. Looks like Stretch got of the open sky, so he'll get some culture. What does open sky do again? I actually haven't used that one in a while.
There's one for culture and one for production. It's for past years.
Is that for the mod only?
It's for the mod, yes.
Okay, so he's got the production one. Yep, so that kind of equaled out in terms of what they got for their Pantheons. They're each, and about evens out. They both get production in different ways. So it was a very good choice for both sides. They negated each other's Pantheons pretty much, just like, kind of like what Aztec and Rome did, without even knowing it. Okay, it was Rolf that got Divine Spark, okay. It'll be interesting to see if he actually utilizes that much. It'll obviously be good for his campuses, and if he gets some of the better great scientists, then that'll be huge. It's too bad we can't see the race for those things. Oh, we can actually.
For
Nice.
great people, we can.
All right, cool. Yeah, so Ralph already has a campus up, and he is getting the first great scientist.
Who is that this game?
It's Rolf Jason, Germany in the left.
No, which scientist is first?
Who was it? It's the +3 Eureka's, so it's Arya Bata.
Not Hypatia. Hypatia is the big one for the early game, because it automatically builds the library, and your libraries get +1 apiece.
Alright, each England has 3 cities up. Actually, the whole map has 3 cities up. Who has another settler out, though? I believe Rom does, so he's about to get city 4. Germany up here is building a couple early military units. Probably to stop this guy coming in. This level 1 warrior is gonna see everything he needs to see, hopefully. I'm really hoping Lixie harasses him, but he did allow this warrior to get through, so Rolf is going to be able to scout his area too. See what he's up to. See what's going on with the other warriors in the south. They're just watching each other across the desert. That warrior, though, that Roman warrior is going to die soon. stretch is going to come up here and they're going to get through. And here's England's warrior just kind of taking a vacation back here by the lake, maybe going fishing. No idea what he's doing back there with his warrior.
And which England is that has the warrior held back?
That is Don Killam. I mean, it's not the biggest blunder, but I really think he could be using that for way better purposes here. Alright, looks like Stretch got a ship out to start. They both should have ships out by now. They want to get that Eureka, but looks like Stretch is taking advantage of it. At this point, it's over, so the Eureka's gone by now anyway, so I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Not necessarily. It depends how they choose to go about it. Because building 2 galleys is the Eureka for shipbuilding. Having 2.
Yeah, but we know he has shipbuilding on the right side here because he's got his builder in the water, and on the left we can't tell.
You only need sailing to have a builder in the water. Shipbuilding is for
yeah, that's right.
all military units and settlers to embark.
That's true. Okay, so don't mind me. For dudes, I'm usually good at Navy.
Hey, Gun, people are wanting you to raise your volume.
I tried. Let me get it up a little bit more. They have to remember they're on a 15-minute delay though, so they're going to hear the volume increases like maybe 8 minutes after they asked, or like that was the last time they asked. I mean, but let me try to raise it more.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know what Twitch chat is saying. I know OBS doesn't put the client up there even if you use Streamlabs, so.
Okay, I raised it up on.
Alrighty. Now, does Rome have a 4th settler out yet? And if so, where is it going? I'm interested to see if he follows this pattern he has displayed of forward settling. Although he chose to settle a middle city third.
Doesn't look like he's got a settler out yet, so it's either being built now or he got another builder out, so he's improving all these tiles as fast as he can to make use of his pantheon. So he's got 2 of them already, so there's the extra culture that he needed. Rome was at 6 pop, right? Let's look at all the populations. 5, 5. Yeah, the right side's giving up their population to get the settlers out quick. The left side's building up their land a little bit faster, and they'll be able to make settlers a little bit quicker later. And there he is, there he popped up. So yeah, the fort cities are coming out for each side. They actually all got their settler in the same turn, so we're about to see the 4th one's coming. It's actually Stretcho now is going to be the last one to have his 4th city, so. Yep, Germany's still the only one with a campus up, but we do have another district down. We got Stretcho has 2 points going towards the Admiral, so he's got a harbor up. Interested to see where Rolf goes with this settler. Is he going to continue to go forward with it or back?
Interesting. Germany in the bottom right.
But you know what he's doing. He's setting it up for all those SunZs to be able to affect each other. Have the commercial hubs.
Is he though?
I think he'll be able to, will he be able to get another? Let's see, one here, maybe one here. Here. So that'd make 1, 2, yeah, it would be you'd have the pentagram.
Looks like he'll have the pentagram on the left. But I'm surprised to see a back settle so early that he's not taking further advantage of.
I think that's just because he wanted his second city to be kind of safe. It'll be his second biggest production city if he sets it up right. Even with, I mean, maybe it won't be the best production city, but it will be early. So we'll be able to do a lot of work back there. And it won't get harassed like these settles if they choose to do that. Though in this game, it looks like every city is going to be strong one way or the other, especially by the time war breaks out. So it's really not going to matter that much. It's just going to be how fast he can get his cities out. So I'm assuming he's going settlers on 2 cities now. England still doesn't have his 4th settler out. So I'm wondering what Stretch is doing. Got another builder, actually.
Let's take a quick look over at Lixie's lands, because in our pre-lobby talks, when they were discussing about positions and when they had to do their flip a coin, it was very clear that Rolf did not want to be anywhere near Lixie.
Yeah, of course, though. He doesn't want to get harassed by Aztec. Germany needs to be able to sim without interruption. And it looks like Lixie's going to be aggressive. He's got 2 settlers out right now, and they're moving up. So his one back settle is probably going to be his only back settle. He's going to get all the luxuries he can, because in this map, there's no continents, so the luxuries are everywhere. So we'll see how many he can get, and then he'll probably go on a forward offensive against Rolf. That's definitely why Rolf didn't want that. And he knew that.
Well, there are 6 continents, but it's not limiting the luxuries.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like normal maps where it's just 2 per or 3 per continent.
And I do believe that's an encampment down there. Right behind the horse.
I bet. So we're going to see a lot of war up there. It's going to be interesting. Down south, maybe Rome has to do the same. He's going to get a couple of legions up here just to defend, I'm thinking.
It'll be interesting to see if anybody forward settles the +6 campus in the desert in this game.
Oh,
No one's really overly contested that point yet. I wonder if players just think it's too far, it's not worth the risk.
What they might want to do is send a settler with the army and set it up. Whoever harasses the other or sends the bigger land army could actually get that later on in the game, just for that extra little boost in science. If they sent a settler with the army, then yeah, they could settle it on the way, and the forward army would be fighting in the forward lands, and that city could grow enough to maybe get it down and plant it.
Yeah, that's the way I play. I bring a few ranged units and melee units up, settle that campus, because the uranium's in the middle as well for the later game.
Oh, that'll be big. So there's no uranium in the backside. It's only up there.
And there is. You have to. It's either way back or in the middle.
Gotcha. Okay, so it'll be along the edges here.
I think only one game has gone that far out of the entire tournament, though.
This one might, if the right side just keeps simming. I believe that's what he said his plan was. I don't know what their plan is, but he said something about the fence, so they're going to try to keep Rom defended, I'm thinking.
I mean, it's nice that their Germanys are swapped up, because I've seen a lot of games with 2 Germanys and they're fighting together and it ends up being a stalemate, and then it ends up going to either space victory or nukes.
I would love to see some nukes. I've seen some really close space victory games where players actually went and pillaged a spaceport like a turn before they would have gotten the victory. Or those games can be very exciting too at the end. See a nuke come down on your best city with a spaceport. Scary times. Were there nukes in the first game?
Nukes don't work on this mod, from what we've been told by Song.
Okay, so scratch that.
But that does mean we get to see some awesome use of airplanes and bombers.
Yeah, that's been fun. I've been seeing a lot of planes in this map.
Bombers are absolutely amazing. They can two-shot battleships, destroy tiles. And you bring them, and you have your Navy Civ bring an aircraft carrier to absolutely obliterate that middle Civ's land.
Alright, Ram is catching up in science here. Looks like even without Divine Spark, he's keeping up.
The chat is asking for great people points.
Looks like Stretcho's going to be able to make the early fleets. We'll get that first admiral if he keeps up. Let's see if the other... Are they even building the... Don Killam is not building his harbors yet. So, oh no, he does. He does have one built. Alright. So he'll be starting to press for the admiral soon. So it'll be an interesting race for those. Those can be very powerful if you get the right ones and the right ones come out for you. So
It's really...
Go ahead.
Oh, no. Lead on, man. Lead on.
I was just going to say, I wish Rome settled that one city on the coast, because maybe, just maybe, ironclads could come in and take it. But that's not going to happen.
Little love-hate relationship from people from your own clan, huh?
I'm trying to be unbiased.
Man, you're going to be done with this live cast and commentary. You're going to log into your clan chat. You see people with torches and pitchforks.
Bring it. I don't want to be the other type where it's like I seem way too biased and it's like what's... Yeah, I can't be doing that, man. No favorites.
I'm just pulling your chain.
Or maybe I won't be a commentator. Maybe I'll wait till after I retire. Then I can be brutal.
That Brahm just completing that pentagram. That settler down there by Frankfurt is likely to go on the other side of the river where the sheep is.
Does anyone on the left even have their 5th settler out? Doesn't look like it.
No, he's been fast producing settlers.
Wanting that really high city count. Well, Rom knows Rolf is a very good Germany player. He's going to have a run for his money in this.
I hope so. I'm excited to see how far Rolf has gone with his training with Germany. I'm still trying to learn it myself. It's really fun when you get it, but I'm not good at getting all the cities connected like that. I'm still concerned about why doesn't Stretch have his 4th settler out? I wonder what he's doing.
Possibly running projects for the Fleet Admiral.
Let's take a look. Not yet. Looks like Rolf is going to get the first scientist. Doesn't look, I mean, unless Rom does a quick project. And I mean, Stretch could lose that admiral if the other alien wants to do a project or two. So not wasting. I would have gotten up a 4th city by now, or at least had one on the way. Getting all that production is a lot better than beautifying your lands here. It's not even like he has the population to work all that. Yeah, still no settler. Yeah, I'd want to get a settle down these spices right away. You just get so much more out of it. That city will be up and going real quick. All right, Rolf has his 4 settles. Has he got his 5th settler out yet? No, he should. He should soon. He's gonna want to get on top of that. Otherwise, Rom's gonna get a huge lead on him in production. This little inlet here does provide the ability to harass land units on Rome. So if there was a double attack to take part down here between land units from Germany, maybe a couple frigates in this little bay here, this little inlet, you could really wreak some havoc on some cities. Bringing all the units up north here, the land units attack. Well, he just destroys any land unit that tries to stop him. Take out the walls here. So Ravenna might become a little hotspot later if they can see it. That's if he allows them to see it. Stretch should be able to check it out, or at least see that he's going to be able to affect that spot if he gets a navy down there.
It'll be an interesting point of contention, but it's very difficult to take the rivers in the mid to late game if people are fortifying on them. Or if he rushes crossbows out, it's just going to be brutal.
Oh, it's very true. But that's what I'm thinking is the frigs will be able to at least kill some of the units on some of these tiles. But yeah, there'll still be a couple units though that'll affect it. Depends on what units Germany uses. If you send cavalry over there and has a good amount of them just kind of bombarding Ravenna in like a line where even if they died or they started losing some of them, the combinations of ships and cavalry might be very effective.
Absolutely, and we saw great use of that in Tuesday night's game, where Blade had positioned his frigates along the northern coastline and just forced Cossacks to abandon half of the tiles they had access to.
All right, Lixie's got to settle pretty far away. He's gonna have some good campus spots. Just good ability to throw some units at Germany later. Let's look. All right, looks like the first great scientist is available. I believe he was passed on by Rolf. So he's gonna wait for probably the great one to pop, and then he'll take that. He'll get Aya. I guess he's gonna want Newton, but it depends on how long he has to wait. You might want to take this one now and do projects to get to Newton. Try to beat Germany there. But I'm thinking Rom will take this one.
Nah, I don't know. And if he thinks Newton's going to be the next one, he won't take it. He's not going to hand Newton over.
But it may not be the next one.
I don't think it's going to leave the classical era scientists, though. Not yet.
I could look at that, I think. Can I look at all their stuff? Look at gold, so. I don't even have to do that. Smart shows everything, man. Nice.
Yeah, there's some amazing aspects to the mods being used. It tells you their total gold per turn on the icon. You don't have to spam click it. It doesn't take up your entire screen window for the diplomacy.
It's very nice.
Even Rome opting for a pentagram-like setup.
So I'm thinking is they're gonna go for Coliseum. What do you got? He has an encampment down. Lixie's done. He's done. So he's got the first lead for the first general. Yeah, it doesn't look like Stretch was doing projects, so this is the first admiral still up for grabs. It's gonna be interesting.
I wonder if we'll see another horse push like what we did with Harambe aggressing the opposing Germany.
I would like to see some early action, but
It's just so difficult with this map. Because once you get down to the other civ, your tech is out of date. I mean, Aztec might have the advantage right now because they've settled so far forward.
so there's only 2 horses per civ, and the other horse you'd have to settle real far back to get. So it really does make it hard to do a horse rush in this map. He only has 1 city that can really produce him. It's gonna be like that on every side. So unless they actually went for that first, which that would be a long, long walk for a settler to get 1 horse.
You can have your middle player back settle a little bit, and there's a horse back there.
Ah, yeah, theirs is much closer. Surprised one of them didn't do that, just to get a second horse to one of the other civs. Maybe they're just gonna give 1 horse to 1 civ. Like maybe Germany will trade his to Lixie over here. That's most likely what's gonna happen. But Germany will need 1 later.
Will he, though? I mean, he could opt for field cannons. Like, again, what we saw in Tuesday's game. When Philly hit that field cannon tech, he completely shut down that Cossack push.
It's true. Yeah, it stopped. I thought it would go as far as Dortmund. It didn't even go that far. Those Cossacks got wrecked. You gotta love the city cannon too. That combo's so fun to use. Place a quick encampment too if you got the population. You can defend almost anything if you have enough units and the know-how.
See, Rolf opting to settle that back settle 4th instead of 2nd. I wonder how big of a difference that'll make in the long run.
I don't know. I still think he's a little behind because Rom's about to get his 5th city up, and I'm assuming, yeah, there's the other settler. So 6. He's about to complete the pentagram, and then he'll get the Hanses down quick. Rolf's not going to be able to complete that for a while. He also had to make a couple military units though to attack this Eagle Warrior here, so he didn't have his land pillaged.
He also has that warrior stashed up along the north side in Lixie's land.
I don't know if the word stash is the right word here. Looks like he got his ass kicked a little. Lixie's onto it. Alright. Lixie got another settler out. Let's see where he goes going forward with it. Alright, so yeah, I'm assuming we're gonna be seeing a lot of aggression out of him. Which is exactly what I wanted to see. If you harass this Germany and the other Germany is allowed to sim, I believe that'll be the key to this game. Rome has his work cut out for him now in terms of trying to harass himself. He's going to have to get units over there too.
Legions are very powerful units. They're useful far beyond their era, especially if you use them to drop their Roman forts down as improvements on the tiles. That extra +4 is a really big difference.
England's still without his 4th settler. Just trying to figure out what the strategy is here. What do you think?
Stretcho's still on 3 cities, no settlement.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I don't understand that at all myself. I mean,
I was thinking maybe he was going to focus on building harbors in the other 2, but he hasn't, so I'm not quite sure what the plan is there.
Someone mentioned projects, not that either. Let's see what his gold looks like. It's at 95, 17 a turn. That's not special either. Let's see the other England. They're making more. 23. They got 4 Luxes.
Can we see
Having a
the
gold.
tech tree to maybe see if he's streamlining something?
Yeah, he's gonna be going right for shipbuilding. And he's gonna get the cartography first, I'm guessing, but he's still gonna need the cities and the science and all that stuff to get a lead. If the other England has enough. Maybe he's gonna do an early rush. But you'd expect him to have the other harbors up. So he can't even make ship shit on those cities.
Don's Bay, his 5-city bay, is going to be significantly stronger than El Stretcho's at a much earlier time because he's going to have them down earlier. I think it's going to make a really big difference later, especially having a gold return lead on the team.
Definitely.
Yeah, and he has an extra harbor, and he's already building 2 more, it looks like.
And it looks like Don is not opting for the ideal setup for his harbors in those extra cities to be next to the ones that are near the spices. So we will not see delicious double +8, double +6 commercial harbor.
Lixie's fast. He did projects for the general here, so I'm expecting harassment early and quick. Maybe he'll make some horses to go along with it.
Has 2 settlers made as well. He's playing for keeps.
Yeah, he was just going to keep settling forward.
Yep. Wonder if he's going to go as far as the river or actually come down and just make a quick city on the coast here. Or maybe he'll go for the six campus spot and hold it. That'd be huge. That would be huge. It would make Tom very happy.
Haha, there's also an iron resource there, which is quite key if you're going to go for like an early night push or something.
He wouldn't have to, but I'm wondering if he'll settle on that silver tile on his side and then buy out and drop an encampment on the only clear crossing so that it forces Rolf to fight over a river if he tries to move forward.
Alright, we got Rome with 2 settlers going east.
And as pointed out by the chat through Phantom Havoc, Rom, or +2 great scientist card slot.
It looks like Rom passed on the scientists too, so we're not going to be seeing the great scientists for a little bit of time now. Until the other civs get the campuses up. So they're both chasing it. It looks like he's got more total. I think, I can't really see. It looks like 49.3 to Rolf's 40.8. So he might have done a project or 2 just to keep the edge on there because of Divine Spark. All right, Stretcho has a settler out. City number 4 is on the way. It's got a lot of catching up to do. Plymouth Surrey 3 pop.
So he's gonna go for the Galapagos settle.
Oh, I see. Yeah. I was actually looking at the other settle. I didn't realize he had 2 out. That'll be very interesting. Now I see his plan. So he should have 5 cities up before the other Glen does, which will probably catch him up, but having that extra science is going to be huge.
Will it, though, is the real question. Because looking at in the short term, it'll make a difference, but in the long term, it probably won't.
I don't know. That's a shitload of science, man. And he can get the food,
It
get the
is,
population.
but he has to buy a lot of those tiles, and his northern player is doing a timing attack, which means he needs to save gold for whatever that player needs to do his push. So he can't just buy those tiles freely. He has to wait for that to grow.
It's true. It is true, but the way these tiles are, it's not going to take very long. You buy that 1 banana tile, then you get that truffle, and you're set.
How about that whale tile, though?
Well, that comes later. You don't want to use that tile right away to, you'll get the science later. You want to be able to access tiles, but you want to grow the city first.
But it's so beautiful to see.
It is. It's a very nice tile. Loving those yields. All right, let's get with a 3rd settler. He's going all out here to get up into that middle area.
Oh, man. Could you imagine if he was Rome with free roads doing that? Oh, God. Those reinforcements would arrive so quickly.
Well, I mean, I think Rome has the same idea here. He's going to have real quick access to his front lines. So it looks like hopefully he goes on the offensive and just doesn't think, oh, I'm doing this for defense. Because I don't think Rom's going to come at him at any point in this game until very, very late game unless something big happens. But Rom is going to sit back, get his SunZs up, and just make the best damn Germany you can ever see. He's not going to have to worry about anything. If he does want to go to the attack, he probably can, but why waste all that time making units when he can continue on infrastructure?
And Don choosing to shut down the scouting galley from El Stretcho, completely just blocking him out with the double galley on the bottom.
That's awesome. He might be able to sneak through still.
Not with zone of control up, he won't.
Also prevents Don from scouting too.
But he does not see El Stretcho's northern galley coming.
Well, he doesn't know. He'll never get to see the Galapagos settle. That doesn't matter. Stretch has got another scout coming down on him. All right, England's 4th city is up. Rome got another settler. He is really utilizing these roads. He's making quick work of the city setup. He's going to have 8 cities, probably about 6 turns, 7 turns. Rom's about to complete his little setup here. Wonder if he's just going to stick with 6 cities. Let's see if they gave a horse to Lixie. Still only has 1. Looks like he's gonna do a night push. His first heavy chariot has just arrived. upgrade a bunch of knights. He'll get the generals, I'm thinking. Let's look at the player. He's about to get the first general. We'll see which if it's a knight general, he could definitely get another knight. I really hope he gets the core general. If he can make an early core knights with the classical medieval general on top of it, he's gonna do some work over there. And the beauty of that is he can get that he can make whatever frontline knight the core and just send them right in with a little bit of support. Those things will hit for about 66 strength, I believe. Give or take some luxuries, so probably even more if he's got a bunch of luxuries. Let's see how many he has right now. He's got 4. So yeah, let's see what the next general is. If it's the core one, you're gonna see him beeline it.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're not contending any of those generals.
I'm surprised Rome didn't try to get one to pressure.
I wonder if that Aztec settler is going to move in for that 4 lux settle just off the coast in the middle. That's very strong.
Yeah, that's what I was speculating. I was wondering if he was going to the coast. It looks like he is. We'll see exactly where next turn. He's already got the other 2 settlers going that way too, so we can get every settler going towards the middle. He's going to have that 6 campus spot, I'm thinking.
I think he'll use the general to threaten Rolf into giving it up.
I mean, Rolf doesn't know what's all happening, but this is going to be very interesting.
Oh, this is a night timing. Check out those chariots.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. And if he, once he picks the general, if the next one is the core general, I think it could be over for the top. I've had that happen to me. Imagine you can't stack generals, you can't stack early ones, but this is basically the same thing. Because you can use the generals in this gameplay, we usually, if we allow generals in our vanilla games, you could do the early general with a knight core, and it just makes that unit amazing. So if he does that, this could be GG up top.
Yep, reinforce it with some horses, some more knights, archers. You're going to be hard-pressed to stop it as it's just running around promoting itself.
I'm telling you, 66 strength at this time in the game is going to be huge. And Lixie can get it done, so I would like to see it. He's definitely going to do a knight push of some sort, but if he can get that general. And it is that general, actually. So we might see this. Expect to see him bump some projects right now. And get the next, get El Cid. Because El Cid might determine this game. And I guarantee he knows that.
Rolf has to be building military. They can see the military scores in the banners. He has to know something's coming.
I mean, you make those chariots until you pop them to knights. They're not going to add much to it. He might know, but he might not know. He might think they're horses, or they're, I don't know.
But this goes back to the pre-lobby talks. You know, they were very much wanting to make sure Rolf was across from Lixie. So they has to know it's crap's going to hit the fan, and it's coming soon. He's not going to let him just build for free.
We'll see. If he can't get his SunZs out and he has to do units instead. Let's see if he's even got any down. He's got his, now he's setting up his commercial hubs right now for the Hans adjacencies.
Yeah, it's going to really set him behind if he can't get them up.
So, one way or another, it's going to affect him a lot. But yeah, I guess he was preparing for it, but how do you prepare for it? It's going to be hard to prepare for Lixie. He's a hell of a war player. He knows what's going to go. He knows exactly what to do. Yeah, 129. See, it's not that intimidating. And he's got how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 upgradable knights right now. Rolf may know he may know it's coming, but he doesn't know when it's coming. And he's not going to be able to predict that it's going to be followed by a core knight. I'm hoping Litsky does that. Alright, Galapagos settled. He decided to go right on the coast for it. I would have gone... Oh, he wanted to get the science directly. I gotcha. Settle right on the Mercury. Alright, Rom is setting up his SunZ Empire here. He's got pretty much all of it laid down. He's got his commercial hubs up here. The other one's building over here. He's got all 3 Hansas placed around them to get the adjacency bonuses, the luxuries, and is it resources? I don't know. I'm still learning it. So Rom's Germany is going to be way more powerful than Rolf's Germany early. And if Rolf isn't able to get his Hansas up because of impeding danger from his east, then yeah, this game's going to get out of hand quick. Although Rome is getting pretty powerful himself down here. He might be able to influence the game if he pushes on Rom later.
Yeah, Rome needs to put a little bit of pressure. If he doesn't, then it's going to get out of hand.
Interesting. Don Killiam beat Stretch to the Admiral, so... I mean, I'd rather have that fleet Admiral than, like, the money ones and the other ones.
The ironclad one's huge.
It's not even that one, so... They're both going to be able to compete for the ironclad one, so that was kind of... I believe one project would have done it. He would have gotten that early Admiral. But his setup now does look nicer. He's got all the cities ready to go. England does not. The other England. Don Killam. He's actually sending a back settle, so I guess he's going for that horse to help out Rolf up there. So you can see that it looks like the left team is playing more off of the right team and what they're doing, and kind of changing their strats based on what they're seeing or potentially feeling at this point.
Has Stretch settled his Galapagos island off the fresh water on Mercury?
I thought the same thing. I wouldn't have done that, but I guess he wanted the science real quick. I don't know. Maybe
I
he
guess he
wanted
could stick a commercial hub right by that harbor.
He could
if
do
that's
that.
what he plans to do. But yeah, I usually settle in the middle there for that fresh water.
I think you're right. I think that's it. He'll probably get the extended money and trade routes by doing it that way. Or it could be he just wants to get the 3rd tile of Galapagos, but I don't know. Those tiles are kind of crappy. I wouldn't even bother just for the science. We shall see. Let's check everyone's...
Yeah, we were concerned about Stretch's settles, but now he has more cities.
Yeah, I'm definitely not concerned now. He's going to have a pretty rockin' England over there.
Montezuma getting poor. Hope his allies can fund him.
Let's see how much he'll need.
Well, Germany's got 0, so someone's throwing money around.
He's going to need a lot. He's got no money right now. You're right, he's poor. I thought he was making more than 9 a turn, but I guess that's what you sacrifice making this many settlers, huh? He sure has a lot of chariots, though. This will be a bigger night push than in the other game. I mean,
Well, the other night push was made by Germany, which makes it late already.
That's right. It ended up being too late, right? Like
Yeah,
way
this
too
might
late.
be the earliest we've seen, and that might throw him off guard.
I'm gonna check this every turn, but I'm telling you, he's gonna pop a couple of projects. He's gonna get this core general. But he better start doing it, otherwise Rome might beat him to it. If I were Rome, I'd block him from it.
Oh yeah, Rome started building for general.
2 to 1.2. Absolutely. He's got to make sure that 2 archers and that warrior do not scout all these military units.
Yeah, Rom's got a nice lead. Look at these great people points. He's beating them in both the important ones for Germany. He's gonna have more money quick and more production. He's gonna get that first engineer. So whatever wonder he wants, he's gonna get.
I can almost guarantee you
look at
it'll
that.
be Mausoleum.
He did the projects. Yeah, he's going right for that wonder. Might be. No, he's not gonna get the mausoleum.
Oh, I bet you he will. Double use for engineers.
Of how? Oh yeah, it affects both. You're right. I've
And
never
there's
used
a
it for
project.
They're still the only ones with campuses down too. No one's even going after the scientists yet.
So our first actual scientist gotten after classical might be like industrial era.
Oh, interesting. Germany is building a harbor.
We might see some amazing U-boats later.
And then he actually could utilize Halicarnassus for both. But I'm assuming he's not going to have much contention for many of the admirals, but he will get one free. I still think it's funny the 2 warriors are still alive, just chilling down here in the middle of the map. The legions are going to come take care of that though right now.
Yep, here come the legions.
Alright, Stretch got through. He's going to be able to see what England has compared to his, and I think he's going to be happy. He might even steal a settler if he goes around this bend.
That would be incredible.
They're already at war, so it's going to be real quick. He doesn't have the movement to do it yet, but
And
depends on
coming
where
from our
this...
Twitch chat, from Swissy said, probably had the settler pre-built, waiting for shipbuilding tech. And you know, that's a very good point. He probably did, just left it at one turn, just so he could get it out as quick as could be. He really seemed to prioritize getting that Galapagos settled.
Oh, I agree. It's a great settle either way. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't wait. Why you'd wait. Same thing with the other spice settle. I would get all those cities up as fast as I could. They're just awesome cities. You'll be getting more production out of everything. Settlers are worth way more than doing some infrastructure work.
Oh man, if this galley gets this settler, we're gonna see some maximum salt.
It looks like he's about to give him some protection. Oh, oh wait, the zone of control. Yep. I don't think it's gonna happen.
Double quad dream.
Not happening. Settler is secure. Good move, Don Kill him. Didn't know how close she came. I mean, I think you knew, but Stretcho didn't know how close he came. If he first moved that guy down, it would have been a different story, but he had no idea that the settler was even there.
And that, well, the galley isn't trapped yet. It can run north.
Not trapped, but he can't get to the settler, so I was just saying that's secure. I was hoping it would, yeah, I wanted to see a settler taken.
That would have been fun.
Especially to settle on Galapagos, the other one too. Double Galapagos. It's not even Earth.
I wonder if Rome is going to play an encampment-heavy play style just to try and secure as many, if not all, of the generals. It'd definitely be something very interesting to see if he wants to apply pressure throughout the entire game.
That would be smart. That would be. I think he has to go on the offensive, especially when he sees what's going to happen to the other Germany. The one problem is they're going to have to waste all their money funding the North War. think Killam's making the most money right now still, so that might not be that much of a problem for them, but... Alright, Lixie's making more money now. He'll be able to have a decent amount of knights if he's given some cash. And Rom's making money.
An interesting fact out there for those of you that aren't didn't know this already or are kind of iffy on how to map out your districts. If you use an encampment as your third instead of an industrial, you get more housing for your city.
Alright, both England's going for the second horse for their teammates. I like how it's set up that way. I like that you can't just horse rush, so you have to really go after it. And both of them, look, they're going after it at the exact same turn, pretty much.
And it's more than just that horse. There are 2+4 campuses on either side of that range.
It's very true, too.
Who got Mausoleum?
Who got it?
I believe it was Rom. Mausoleum of
Had to be, the engineer.
You called it.
And we're going to see double engineer uses for the rest of the game from now on. This is going to be a huge difference if they go space race.
Yeah, I believe that'll about do it. This Germany is going to be insane. He's had no pressure. Rolf's about to have a lot of pressure. Let's see if let's see. The legions are moving up. We got Rome going after the 6th campus spot. Got horses behind it. He's ready to go. We're about to see some wars in about 15 turns. Probably a little less. Yeah, I guess Lixie's not going after that general right now. Maybe he'll do the projects in a little bit once he has the units made, but...
Definitely wanted to take a moment and have a huge shout out to everyone who's turning out to watch the stream tonight. We really appreciate the support, and these teams really, really know that they love having you guys cheer them on and watch them.
Look at how much that Galapagos is working for him. They all just caught up, but last turn, Killam was still all the way back here, right on the border of classical and medieval. It's turn 41. I'm surprised there's only 2 civs that have a campus down. Could be that they're telling each, just don't put one down yet. Delay the scientists as much as they can.
I think one of these Germanys is going to get really angry when one of them gets Einstein and the other Miss Newton because it just never showed up.
That's if the other Germany is alive.
We'll say Rome is going on the aggressive, it looks like, as well. They have 3 encampments now.
You're right. But with the added production from the Hanses that are already down for Rom there, I don't think he's going to have any problem defending it. They both have science. They both have tech leads amongst the other civs. So, I mean, even Rolf will be able to defend the knights. It's just, will he be caught with his pants down? Will Regensburg be taken? Hamburg be taken? Maybe he goes right through. Maybe he goes right for the cap with all the knights. Maybe he doesn't have the units to stop him from doing that. Just pillages everything. There's a bunch of different strategies you can do. The one that I saw that didn't work was when the cavalry pushed against one of the teams in one of the other games. He split it up between north and south instead of just sending them all into like one area and kind of using the open space. And so he got them like stockpiled up, and it was over here by the 6+ mountain. And you don't want to separate them. You don't want to give the other civs time to get walls up and get field cannons or whatever they need to stop whatever kind of rush is coming. You want to send them all in on vulnerable spots. That's why scouting is very important. But this map is not really that easy to scout, so you kind of just have to know the terrain.
Lixie's just pushing the settler forward with those chariots. This is going to be some aggressive as all hell settling.
I think he's going to forward settle into the other player's half.
I'm thinking that too. I'm loving it. I'm more of a war player, so I'm going to like to see.
Going for the 6 campus I've spotted on the bottom. I like it.
I like the way those legions look on the desert.
I don't feel Rome has enough units to really pressure Rom at all.
Not yet. I mean, the horses will help, but it'll still take them a while to get up, even with the roads.
He'll probably just forward settle. And then bring all his forces up, yeah.
That would be the best bet, especially because they could probably see that that's exactly what Litsky's doing to them. So they're going to do it right back.
Have some playful banter in the chat, it seems.
Let's see what Stretch is up to. I'm liking his England. I'm liking it a lot. It's a lot more powerful than the other Englands right now. Everything's set up, ready to go. He's got his harbors down. He's getting out of the horse. It's already settled, so I'm guessing it went to Litsky.
Definitely the superior England player in El Stretcho here. You can see his dock placements are where they should be, not separated like they are on the other side.
Yeah, it's looking real good. They're going to have all the money and all the power later in the sea. Although I still think...
Sorry, he needs to be strategic about those that gold because they have the advantage on the other side with Rome, but it looks like it's going to be good for them.
Yeah, Stretch caught up in gold per turn.
He's going to pass him pretty quick once those campuses drop. It's going to be like night and day. Once naval tradition hits, and then guilds, and they have the commercial and harbor double adjacency cards slotted, those Englands are going to be making so much gold.
Oh, yeah.
The chat is drooling over the idea of a Aztec Knight Corps.
That's what I want. It's exactly what I want. I'm surprised he hasn't started pushing for it yet. Although Rome doesn't seem to know that he has to stop it. Otherwise, that could end the game. I'm telling you, if he pushes that now and once the city is settled, that core would do so much work with those luxury, the bonus for the luxuries. We got the pyramids down, I'm guessing by Rom. Yep, there they are. So now his builder, yeah, he'll have the superior Germany by far. So it's looking pretty one-sided. But Rome is the interesting little factor here because if he can do some work, I mean it's probably unlikely, but he'll be the strongest Civ on the left side for sure. He's gonna have to pick up the slack for his teammates, but I don't even know if that's gonna be possible if this Night Rush up here succeeds.
Well, as Apriolo in chat pointed out, it's going to be a 78 strength Nightcore on the offensive with that Gemma. And that's going to one-shot anything in its air.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I've had it happen, man. It's not fun, especially when you can't use classical generals if they're banned or something, because it just like supersedes that rule. Those things become the strongest thing in any era at the time. But you got to use them right. But they'll knock out a 20 strength city in like 2 shots, maybe 1. If they got now they'll be able to use the general with it too, so it'll be insanely strong. Probably like 72 strength. I'm thinking with all those luxuries.
That is going to be a nice forward settle by Aztec.
I'm guessing Rolf is shitting his pants at this point. He's got to
Hell, I would be.
We will see if he's able to defend this. +7 Hansas. Look at these. +10 Hansa here. +7 here. This is how you do it, boys and girls. This is too little, too late by Rome down here. It's nice to get some pressure.
He's going to be... Rom's going to be 1 to 2 turning units out of these cities. And he's definitely going to need something more than warriors, but...
Alright, Rolf's starting to mount his defense. He'll have knights soon. But will he have enough money? I'm guessing Kill him can give enough money to him to upgrade everything he needs. Let's look on the civic tree. How far up is everybody? No one's at mercenaries yet, so they're going to be expensive upgrades for everybody. I mean, no one would really be close. It's hard to tell. 355 mill strength, that's before the knights pop, so I'm expecting like 6, 7, maybe 800 military strength.
The question is, how many soon-to-be knights does Rolf think there are about to be?
I'd be assuming a lot. If I were him. He saw the forward army. He sees it right now.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, the archer sees it. Don's moving his naval forward into the ocean. I wonder if he's going to try and pressure El Stretcho, but that's just going to hurt their gold if he upgrades.
It will, and he doesn't even have a melee unit with him. Are they both? Yeah, they're both quads. So he's gonna make a fleet quad and another quad, and what's gonna happen? Maybe he just wants to kill some of the early units that Stretch is gonna use to upgrade, but it's not gonna work out very well.
I mean, even if Rome gets that super campus in the middle,
I mean, Lixie didn't even care about it. He forward settled so deep he can't even get it. That's how much he wants to win this war right now. That's such a nice campus, though. I love the way the new mountains look, too.
yeah, this 3 legions and a horse from Rome here, and it's not enough. These warriors will eventually batch the hell out of these legions.
Oh, for sure. He'll upgrade him into swordsman too if he needs to. He might not even need to. He'll probably just stop him enough. But it's all slow moving. That's the problem. Is the way Litsky did it, moving it all up at once, is the right way to do it. You got to move the armies together. You can't move everything one at a time here. Those legions still are gonna take like 5-6 turns to get over there. Rome kind of had to do it though, but at this point, it's not looking too good for the SunZ team.
I mean, Rome went for pressure. Lixie's going for the throat. They got to come up with something. I mean, if Rolf can at least upgrade a knight to have knight defense in his cities and get walls up really quick, it'll really help out. But all of his stuff's going to get purged.
Aztec has 8 luxuries settled, so now it's plus 8 strength on his units. I just wish you would go for that freaking general.
Oh, 8 luxes out of Aztec. Now, even if Lixie takes out Germany, in order to push into Lingen, those tiles are really small.
Yeah, but at that point, I mean, if you knock a Civ out of this match, it's over. I mean, they might play it out, but it's over. I don't see how anyone could recover from that.
The first match, actually, Rome got taken out, and Germany was able to hold on for a science victory. Although it was a bit of a different game.
Did it happen later game, the takeover?
No, it was fairly early.
Same strategy.
Interesting.
Aztec, night push.
So that pass will stop the armies. So I would not think if a Civ went down, I would think it would be the end because you lose all that gold, all the help, but yeah, maybe.
It just might be a bit of a hurt losing their Germany. I don't think they can come back from that.
It depends if the Aztec player can sustain the war once the middle player joins in with it as well.
And the Civ that won the space race was on the north or south, or was he in the middle?
No, it was in the middle. Germany played in the middle off of the coast. That
may be the safer strategy in the end. If that team wins and gets to the finals, that could be the strategy that wins it. Because if they're able to lose another Civ and still win, that's incredibly powerful. And like England will never be able to do that. The fact that the Germany's will, but not the middle land would be the least harassed. So, and you may get to make all those campuses in the back.
Yeah,
That's
and you just push up with one of your other teams to have extra land support. It's pretty strong. If the other Civ sticks with the naval.
Alright, the night push has begun. He was only able to make about half of them. I'm guessing he'll get more and more funds as the turns go to keep pushing them in. Let's see how much money Ralph has. He's
When
got
you get
enough
the
to upgrade
chance,
all
show
these.
that engineer.
The next one coming.
Yeah, the next engineer coming.
Yeah, Rolf's got it by a mile. He'll probably have all of them. I don't see him letting any.
It's the amenity one.
Yeah, he'll take that quick, but he'll be able to do projects faster, I'm thinking. So he'll probably likely get anyone that he wants. He won't get all of them, but he'll get the ones that he needs.
I mean, if your team cannot pressure the opposing Germany and you do nothing to prevent yours from being pressured, you're going to fall significantly behind, and the distance is just going to keep growing.
It looks like Rome's gonna try Lil Knight. Lil Knight push himself, but it's way too late. It's all spread out. Rom sees it coming from a mile away.
Well, Alstreccio had his warrior fortified right in front of Rome. He upgraded and moved forward right in front of that warrior. Well, we're really going to see who has the superior war moves and just knowledge of how to utilize your units better in combat here up in the northern side. Because Rolf can defend. He has the production. But does he have the gold? If he can upgrade a bunch of those into knights before Lixie bashes them into oblivion, because the chariots are probably going to be a one-shot.
He should be able to.
He is
Lixie
what,
might.
+8?
He's got the money now to upgrade him, I'm thinking, but he has to get walls up and upgrade those real quick to stop this rush. But if Litsky can first move before he upgrades, he might be able to get rid of one or two of the chariots. But it might be only one.
I think it's going to be more than that because those knights have +13 right now. That general.
He's given up Regensburg, I think. If he's moving those guys back, yeah, Litsky's gonna just bash the hell out of that city right now. Yeah, that city's gone.
Yep, he's retreating from it. He's going to give Lixie the city, and he's going to try and mount the defense further back.
He's spreading out his knights, though. This is not good.
He's also forfeiting Cologne. So Lixie's going to take 2 cities here for practically free. Not that there was much choice involved. Don't think that I'm, antagonizing Rolf for this decision.
Goodbye. That city is gone. 2 hits from those knights. I think it's over for Rolf. Look at the other knights. They're all upgraded in the back.
Yep, and he's burning them. That's the right choice. Even if Rolf can mount a defense to stop this, these cities being burned is a huge loss.
The first successful rush on this map that I've seen.
I don't know if I'd call it a rush. It's more of a timing attack, really.
This was his plan from the get-go. He got everything done that he wanted to get done to have this happen. He even had the 8 luxuries ready. It is timing for sure, but in this kind of map, it's a rush. It's turn 47, and he got all the way over here with this many knights. That's pretty fucking good. It's hard to do that on this map. He trained for this to get these knights over here like this.
Well, he definitely did. I mean, for those of you that are in our league, if you guys had noticed, Lixie's been on his own in a teamer chat room for hours at a time, and I'm assuming just going over these first 50 turns. Because this is clearly well thought out, very much pre-planned, well rehearsed, and it shows. He had everything on the turns he needed them to show up.
It's very impressive.
Yeah, Rome isn't going to push into this at all. He's just sending those units into a bloodbath.
Yep. Yeah, it's not even gonna stress out Rom. He's probably laughing, like knowing him. He doesn't feel much stress in many of his games. He's either drunk and carefree or he's winning. He feels good about life. Well, I like Arel warring him. It's fun.
Say that about him when Philly plays Persia.
Oh, those games, it's the whole world is on fire.
Well, he sweats bullets in those matches.
It's like Genghis Khan coming through. The hordes, man. But extremely tactical hordes. Two turns, two cities gone. Gone. Just like that. Yeah, I believe it's over for Rolf.
He has got to hit his Night Tech. He needs Night City defense.
It's very surprising that he has not yet. Especially having the science, or the science that he had. There we go, there's one. There's two. How many is he gonna have? He's gonna have 4 total. They're gonna get eaten up.
It's too late though. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
they got eaten up. These knights with the Aztecs are just too strong, especially with the general. Here comes the battering ram behind. This is all set up, man. It's textbook. Get out your pen and papers.
Fortunately, no one can see the actual build orders of what's going on. So this, well, the concept itself, people can try to take. No one knows exactly how this was set up.
Build order simple. Get out your settlers. Get your land. Just point out all the luxuries, and have that army together. Get them all together. Send all your units together, and as I stated earlier, anyone that sent up settlers with the armies was going to be able to forward settle whatever they wanted, and it proved right with both civs. You have to do it, but he did it to the extreme. And having this forward city here was perfect. But it was the long wait. This could definitely have been defended against. It's just, it took Rolf a little too long to start making the units he needed. I think he had more time than he thought.
I was really surprised it wasn't spot. He didn't utilize the warrior he had hidden deep in more to his advantage. Instead of fortifying it, if he just kept running it away from that archer around the lake, he would have been able to scout this probably a good 5 turns sooner, if not more.
Yep. Look at Stretcho's navy compared to Killam's right now. Killam had to give all his money away, so he's not even gonna be able to upgrade his right away, even if he had one right now. So this is gonna be 2 big hits to them. Yeah, it's looking about over.
Yeah, Stretcher will probably go for Bristol, the Galapagos, upgrade his units to frigates.
Yeah, and he's got to be close. Maybe not. He's really not that close to frigate shit.
If Rolf can grab his crossbow tech, he can definitely hold the line, but he's definitely down and out compared to Rom's Germany now.
Here's the experience of a veteran. You can see him, he's waiting. He's getting all his units back to full health, and then he's going to attack with them all together. If you just send all your units in, because you think you have the advantage or something, it's not going to work out. You're going to lose some of those units, and it'll make your army strength a lot worse for the upcoming battle. This is going to go well. I think it's over. Ulm will be taken, and then that's it for Germany. If you can get crossbows real quick, maybe. Maybe he could start. I just don't. He doesn't have enough units. These knights hit too hard. Rome's knight push is gonna be way too late. Look at how fast Rom's Germany made all these units to defend even just a small push. That's what the 10 plus Hanses will do. This Hansa has 20 production. Yeah, that's insane. 14 here, 18 here. His cities right now, no one's gonna ever push him for production. The other Germany's out. This game is over.
He's going to use this military strength he inflated to shove Rome back, and he's probably going to fight towards the middle for more settles. And Rome is still moving his legions up when there's only 3 in a horse. You can't do that. You need to pick a river, drop your Roman forts down, fortify it up, wait for the rest of your troops to show up, and then try to take that river.
Yeah, that would be the smart thing. I don't know if he's in panic mode. Maybe he doesn't know to utilize that or what. But his units are so far behind anyway, though. I don't see how this could ever work. It's not even a harassment at this point. It's just, oh, there's units at my border. That's it. Every spot of land is covered too, so there's nothing he's going to be able to pillage. Nothing. Just a waste of units now. He should go back to infrastructure or money. I mean, I don't even know what you would do at this point. It's getting pretty dire.
I really feel Rome needs to either bring another settler, or he should have settled that middle city on the opposite side of the silver on Rom's side, just to get those roads to cross those rivers to make reinforcements easier.
Yeah,
It's going to take forever for these units to cross these rivers.
you're damn right. It's definitely a shame he didn't do that. I thought he was. The turn you mentioned it too, he was going to be able to do it, but he settled the next turn, so sucks. What could have been? Still don't think it would have done much, but alright, he's got enough. If he gets enough money and enough crossbows, he might be able to. Just how hard they hit on these knights. Goodbye. Maybe not. Yeah, no.
I think the saving grace here is that those aren't considered light cavalry for promotions, and they can't get double flanking bonuses.
God forbid.
Oh god, he's two-shotting fortified knights.
Yeah, they're too much. They're hitting like, I don't even know. One of them's hitting like a tank, I'm assuming. Like cavalry, like it feels like a tank.
So tournament staff, I think with the last couple games that we've seen, I think a realistic for your next tournament banning Aztec on this map may be a good idea to consider.
Yeah, I voted to ban it, man. I voted to ban Germany too.
Yeah, maybe Germany for sure, but look how good this Germany's doing. I mean, Germany, you have to set it and forget it. As the middle civ, though, as that other player, I got to see that game or see the next game he plays, because Germany in the middle is going to be awesome. And this won't happen to it. It'll survive. Aztec, though, yeah, with the 8 luxuries, this is just too much. These knights are insane.
I like to play Aztec in the middle because you can sort of settle, I think it's 6 cities and get 13 luxuries and then get a great admiral, and yeah, you just rip everyone's frigates to pieces.
That sounds awesome.
Oh my god. Oh, look at my frigates, one-shot yours. Oh, oh, oh.
Yeah, and if you secure one of the fleet or the armada admirals and then the mausoleum, yeah, GG.
I'm telling you though, I would love to see Rolf pull out a 7 promoted crossbow out of this. Just start dropping knights like crazy.
It's not gonna happen.
No, he's not gonna let him live.
I mean, has he even lost a knight yet? This one's close, but he'll move him out.
Even if he doesn't, it has
It's got an upgrade.
+6 support. Can you zoom in on it?
Nah, I don't think so. I can't see the strengths.
You don't need to see the strength. You need to see the banner next to it. If it's a plus and it's kind of flashing, means it has a promotion ready.
Oh yeah, that I see. It's not. I can't tell like what his strength is though. I'm assuming 60 something, 70. Yep, next turn we'll have the city surrounded. Or close to it. It's gonna eat up these, yeah.
He's doing it right, though. He's killing the units. He's not trying to force the city.
Yep. Yeah, now he's pillaging for health. He's gonna be able to take these trade routes for money if he needs it, which he doesn't. Might just let him go and start blasting away. Didn't even need the battering ram. Look. Doesn't even need it.
Oh, that's a good question. Does Aztec have oligarchy on?
Actually, he was getting. Actually, if you look at his great person points a turn, earlier we saw his general points at 1.2, which actually suggests instead of oligarchy, he took. I want to say it's autocracy, but I don't remember which one affects the capital and the other affects great person points.
Oligarchy doesn't affect knights anyway, so I'm assuming he doesn't have it on, but it will give them more experience. He might have it on just for that. I can't tell though.
Because one of the legacy bonuses for the first 3 governments is 15% great person points with a +1% every so many turns.
It's probably for Classical Republic.
Yes, Classical Republic. Thank you.
Autocracy is good for like rushing certain things. Like if you're China, you can rush a wonder, get the extra yield on your cap, maybe get up and down it real quick or whatever you need. It's very rarely used, but I guess for the legacy bonuses, it'd be alright. I don't use it that much. The other two, Classical and Oligarchy, depends on, you know, if you need to go to early war, you probably get Oligarchy. If you need to do a lot of infrastructure and race for great people, you do Classical Republic. It's really situational. In this game, you know, the middle civs are definitely on Classical Republic, going to either definitely Merchant Republic. Bottom civs, probably stuck on Classical until the war starts. I'd assume he's on Oligarchy to get the upgrades. Well, good game, Rolf Jason. It's unfortunate this happened. He does have another settler out here that could get back, maybe help out later in the game. Maybe help out England, but he might not have even time to get there, so there's no way he has time to walk all the way over there. His city will be gone, so he'll have to settle that at some point just to stay alive and in the game, but...
Doesn't look like England's building up any defense yet.
Not really. They'll get slammed, but as I say, it's going to take a while for him to get. Maybe he's not even going to wait for it. Just going with quads.
Clear the crossbow.
Oh, crossbows.
He's got them, but they're going to get pounded. These knights should be able to hit him right away.
We might see a quadri push at turn 52.
I don't know why what he's really doing with them. Maybe
He might as well go screw with the other England.
if he beelines square rigging, he's got to be getting close. Is this him? I don't know why this is.
He has units in the ocean, so he's already got cartography. But
he's pretty much at square rigging. I don't know why he's moving them out.
He's probably holding it at one turn off.
Either that or he's sending these out just to wait to see if the other armada's coming that doesn't exist. He doesn't know that though. I mean, he should. He can see the military strength, but they could be scouts that he's just gonna put out and let sit in the sea, and then build up more and more quads. He has enough quads in the background to make the frigates he needs, but I don't think these are going anywhere other than to just watch the areas and make sure that he can move safely across. Look at these 6 build workers. The fuck? I mean, these knights are funneling in a little quicker than I thought they would, but still don't think they're going to make much of an impact. It'll be a nice war to watch, though.
Well, now, if Ron buys that tile out on his northern city, it's going to day that 1 food, 1 gold coast. And Stretcho throws a frigate in there. That's going to put a pretty big damper on what Rome is trying to do.
I'm gonna have to add some music into the next stream during like key moments. Think of some good tracks to add. Game is over. SunZ concedes to OP. Good game.
All right. Well, good game and well played, gentlemen and ladies, if one of you is a lady.
That was very fun to watch. Went a lot quicker than I thought. Turn 53. Mark it.
That might be the fastest.
GG, well played, everybody.
Yeah, good game.
Hey, we're just gonna say thanks to the team for playing, and we'll come in here and talk to you guys.
All right. So catch it. Stay tuned, everybody. Looks like we're going to have post game interviews run by Gunslinger.
Yeah, we'll have them each explain what they did and why they did it. Although we kind of see exactly why this went the way it did. It's just those knights, those Aztec knights. Very well done. I want to hear what Rolf was thinking as they were coming. Wonder if he thought they were going to be as powerful as they really were, or if he thought he could defend. He said something in chat about iron. I can't see the iron on the map, so I can't really tell why you would be fucked on it. You said is there 1 iron in each territory, Tom? Or all?
There's an iron just by the that little lake by them, and then there's an iron in that like mountain circle city, and then I think the other irons are back a bit. But each player on each side should have an iron to start. He maybe didn't know it was there or didn't settle it.
Maybe. That sucks for him. That was the reason why he couldn't get those knights quicker. That definitely affected it a little bit. Well, it shows that practice makes perfect. You gotta know these. You gotta know everything. Especially like watching even Don Killam go back with that warrior. I think he was scouting to see some of the map.
Yeah, if you don't have a lot of experience on this map, it'll definitely show.
You can't emphasize to the teams out there enough. You need to practice. If you just want to play, that's fine and all. You know, there's a money prize for winning this tournament, and if you want it, you need to put in the work. Now, on the flip side of the coin, that is not to say that the teams that have lost did not practice. There was obviously coordination there, obviously plans that were supposed to go through, but no good plan survives contact with the enemy. And all you military buffs out there are going to know that reference.
Hey, are you guys cool with us like chatting for a while, or do we need to do anything with you guys?
Nah, man, it's cool. Definitely have everyone come up. We can talk about the game.
All right.
If they all want to, that is.
Yeah, I'll ask them if they want to chat privately or if they want it on. You guys are still streaming?
Yep. Still got the map up.
Let me see what they want to do, and I'll come back if they want to.
I'm gonna go grab a drink of water. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna go grab a beer. That was intense.
We're coming up. Or so I thought.
Yeah, come up. Some people just went to get a drink, but you're welcome to.
What's up, Stretch?
I said we're gonna come up.
Okay, cool.
Or so I thought.
I think they have to be moved. I can't move them. There we go.
Why can I move up, but they can't?
How's it going?
Somebody fucking kill me. That was ridiculous.
The power of those knights.
I do believe he did kill you.
The power of iron, dude. Fucking iron.
Did you not find it?
I had it, but I hadn't. Nobody on my team had improved a single iron.
Oh, yeah. I can't. That's one thing I can't see.
By the time I realized, it was too late. I had the knights at my doorstep, and I had all my chariots in place. I was ready to upgrade them, and then I went to click the button, and it was like, you need 1 iron to do this.
Ouch. Well,
yeah, it was truly an amateur mistake. I mean,
for sure. It was a bonehead maneuver. You just get it into your head that you've always got iron. Like from playing a bunch of free-for-alls, when do you not have iron?
I was wondering why it took you a little while to upgrade some of them. We thought.
I mean, I could have upgraded them. I could have upgraded them 2 turns ago, and then the crossbows. I was close to crossbows as well, but once I lost 2 cities, I kind of just went fuck it and didn't pay attention to tech, and I was like way later on crossbows than I should have been. So it was all over.
That's rough.
Yeah, I mean, once I lost those 2 cities, the game was decided. Really, I couldn't recover from that. I could have held him better, sure, and that might have given England time to prepare. But yeah, it was. I lost everything. I lost my whole mojo when that happened.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, Litsky's one of the best there is in the game, and this push, as you saw, this takes some practice. I mean, people can do the knight pushes, and this could happen to anyone. I mean, even Rome is pushing right now with knights on Rom, but the way he did it, was perfect.
It's the same.
The only thing I don't get is Litsky here?
Yeah,
he's here.
The only thing I don't get is why didn't you go for the core general?
Yeah, I was thinking about it, but it would have been a little better.
I think he could have went a little earlier with it. Maybe he upgraded a few of the knights, went in and demolished, and came with the rest. But that one unit would have been outstanding, and you would have got it a lot earlier. But That was the only thing the stream. I said that earlier too. I was like, I wonder if the next general is going to be the core general, and it was. And I was like, you're going to see him do projects to get it, and then you never did it. But it didn't matter anyway, because these knights. What was their strength, by the way? Was it like 68? 70? 65? What were they hitting for?
With a general and 7 or 8
65.
luxuries, yeah, it would have been ridiculous.
There's still 5 more luxes in the map too, so you can get the 70 knights, but it's really hard to get them early.
Especially when you
Yeah.
gotta time things, you want to get that as fast as you can.
I like the commitment to it. Even with the forward settle, you went right past the 6+ campus just to get a little bit more forward. I thought that was pretty
The
hilarious.
point where I settle there is the cross the river through city. It makes it so much faster.
Gotcha.
They can back settle that 6th location anyway later on.
It's true, but if this rush didn't work, then I don't know.
Completely unexpected, I have to say. Like, I knew I was going to get rushed at some point. I thought maybe Kev, but yeah, when I saw the chariots and the settler, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, this is the earliest rush I think we've seen.
Knights with the general just can cross the map, a lot quicker than you think.
Oh yeah.
But the only Civ that's going to be able to do the knights like this is the Aztec.
Yeah, there's a lot of open terrain there.
Like right now, like Rome's knights are going to do very well against me at all. But they're not Aztec knights. If those are Aztec knights, then I'd have to go all military right now. But yeah,
You have the infrastructure to defend though. Definitely.
Oh yeah, there's this.
I'm looking at +20 Hansas over here and stuff. These are insane. So, well done for commenting on that.
I never even got to build my wonderful formations. I got one. Yeah, I mean, I guess I should be flattered in a way that I posed enough of a threat as a SimCity player that your strategy revolved around wiping me out first.
You can't let Germany get going. If you had gotten what Rom had right now, that would have been child's play defending that, just because you'd be able to shit out units. But he got there before you were able to set it all up, which was interesting too. So that was definitely good on Litsky. There was a lot of practice.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was well played from the very beginning. I shouldn't have let that Aztec warrior through. I should have known that he was going to try and troll me like that.
Everything else that they did on their side, like England is set up perfectly right now, Germany's set up perfectly, and Aztec, for exactly what it did, is set up perfectly. It's quite impressive the way they utilized all three.
For sure.
Because we got
So
to watch.
I'd like to ask.
What's that?
I'd like to ask each team. I guess we'll start with Rom, your team. How much practice time did you guys put in?
That varies from player to player and from day to day. This week I didn't get too much practice in. Litsky got a lot of practice in. Stretch in the past couple days also gotten a lot of practice. The week before I had a lot more practice. I probably had a good 15, 20 hours in 4 days to get practice. But this week probably 3 hours during the weekday. 4.
We are
And yeah, I've just been playing against AI though, which isn't the same. So I've just been trying to get my SimCity setup perfected. Probably a couple of hours a day.
Sorry guys, I misclicked and I probably missed that last minute and a half of convo. My bad.
I was just saying I probably did about 1 to 2 hours a day for the last couple of weeks, just practicing getting the SimCity. So it was just against AI. My teammates weren't really available at the same time as me, so we didn't get much practice in as a group.
Yes, this map is the way you can practice on all the different kind of strategies. There's just so much to it. It definitely requires a bunch of time.
I played the first time I played this map. I played against Song, and the map we won. and I did a Mameluke push, and then tank army to finish it off. But we played, I think it was about 10 hours. We weren't even done, and he didn't want to concede, so it was like 8 to 10 hour game.
Damn. That's long. But that's what this map can provide.
Yeah, the majority of the games that have been played on the map have gone into the later stages of the game. The much later stages.
Yeah, we figured out that you can only pull this kind of shit like once, and so we figured to try on the earlier round and just try to get it out of the way.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that we may never try to push early or something like that again, but this same strat's not going to be used twice. We can't use it twice. Everybody knows about it now.
Or can we?
Well, maybe we're using reverse psychology. Ooh.
Yeah, that was how long did that take? What was that, like an hour and a half?
That's
Yeah. 53 turns times 2 minutes a turn, so I don't know, like 110 minutes, so just under 2 hours maybe. I mean, that's just a guess.
Stream probably started officially at like 7:35, 7:40, so roughly two hours.
2 hours. Oh, you know what? I recorded a video of this game, so I can probably just check that.
You know what? The Steam stream is still running, and it's at 2:12, and we've probably been off for 12 minutes, so about 2 hours.
Yeah, it sounds right. We had to redo it too, like right at the beginning.
And to our Twitch chats to our questions coming from Twitch chat, no, this was the only match scheduled tonight. The teams are being allowed to schedule their matches on their own. They just need to report to the tournament staff. And then the tournament staff are reaching out to Gunslinger or myself, and we're the ones casting the events.
Hour and 58 minutes.
Damn. It's quick. It felt quick. I mean, I barely got up, but that's impressive. That was quick. I was thinking this game would last at least 5 hours.
That's what I was prepared for, and I didn't think it would get decided until that fourth or fifth hour, 6 hour.
True. It also it helped having very stable players. There was no relobbying, no even the in between turns were pretty quick. So that added a lot to it. Some of the other games had some relobby issues and stuff, which added a lot of time to them. And I'm sure that happens in the normal games that you guys play when you're just practicing on the maps too, or playing like 3v3s.
Yeah, it was a very smooth game. Very nice.
What was the y'all's England getting per turn?
Right now, the other England was making. Oh, I can't look at it on. You'd have to unpause.
I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to go grab some smokes.
They were making a decent. When the last I saw, they were making like upwards of 80, I think, gold return, close to it. They had all their harbors set up. They're making like +8 plus the trade routes, and he had a ton of quads made already too, like probably about triple the amount you got up. He was ready to start the frigate push after this push went. If you guys didn't concede after this, I'm assuming a bunch of frigates were coming next.
It didn't matter. The Knights would have pushed south into England.
They would have, but it's still like one tile passes. I mean, they're right next to it. It would have been quick work of England, but I mean, yeah. They were saying though in the first game, the other, like Germany got taken over in that game too, but they ended up winning because of, not Germany, whoever got taken over in that game. It didn't affect it. They actually won the game still, even with a civ out of the game, because of how effective Germany was with their space race in the back.
Yeah.
So Germany's strong both where Rom and you guys placed it, but I think in the middle it might be strongest. But having England in the middle and just watching the way it grows and the money that it makes is really awesome. The fact that they can get the other horses and give you guys the extra resources that you might need at any given time.
Yeah, it's hard to pass that up.
Yeah, there seems to be two main strategies. Either you go hard naval with your mid civ, or you keep off the coast and have that Germany tucked away.
Well, I think if you're the center city, unless you're avoiding coastal, you have to build navy nonstop, or at least as long as the other England is building it. You don't want to get caught with your pants down against the other naval civ. That's a GG. Actually, the first time I practiced with Rolf, I tried to rush frigates, and the extra 8 turns that he had while I was moving my frigs across the water gave him enough gold and time to have more units and upgrade them. So he.
Yeah, I mean the defender has the advantage for sure, because they can reinforce better. It's hard to do. It's hard to do a naval push on that map unless you're way ahead of your opponent.
It's hard to do any push. I think we just got lucky because like it's a counterintuitive plan, so it probably caught you guys off guard a little bit, and you know it was just luck. It was a mix of luck and luck. Good time.
Yeah, the iron, man. I swear to God, it was the iron that enabled it to go so quickly. I think Lixie had a big advantage over me anyway. Even without that, if I'd been able to upgrade my knights, like he was two-shotting knights, like with his knights, because they're just so much stronger on the offense.
Yeah.
But the first 3 cities fell without any fighting. Like there was nothing I could do. I didn't have iron. I had 2 turns to wait for my iron after I could have upgraded. So I lost all my pre-built units. I lost 3 cities, and I was just fucked. Iron fucked me.
Yeah, they went down quick. And when we saw your retreat, we're like, "Up, Regensburg is gone." And then the other city south of it, I forget the name, was Cologne. I think it was over. They just hit. It was 2 shots. It was one night hit, and it was like 80% of the city was gone, and then just rolled.
I mean, if anything, I really want to emphasize to the people watching that watch the great people stream. If you see someone building great general points, even if it's just per turn, projects are going to come eventually. If you think they're grabbing a general of an era, you need to grab one too, just to be on equal footing, or as close to equal as you can make it.
Yeah, I mean, I had a couple of encampments, but they were too late, and I didn't have hammers to spare for projects at that point. I was just in full defensive mode.
I was hoping Source Gear would steal the core general just so they wouldn't be able to have it, because that would have made their night push even stronger. But no one went after it, which surprised me.
Yeah.
Like, even if you got that.
That was my fuck up, yeah, for sure. I did see it, but I forgot about it.
But either, I mean, even if Germany somehow could have gotten it, even with the extra district, maybe you didn't put down one yet, you could have.
I had one, but as I said, I didn't have hammers for projects, and I didn't want to finish my other encampments just yet. I was too busy getting archers out, ready to upgrade.
Yep, the incoming threat caused you to stop the infrastructure, which if you got all that down, it would have been a different story. Like 10 more turns.
Yeah, I mean, 10 more turns. Not even. Like I literally could have held him off if I'd had those 6 knights of mine upgraded. I could have at least held him off long enough to get some serious defense going.
Yeah, because it was looking like if these knights weren't Aztec knights, by the time they got in your capital, with the amount of what is it, archers you had ready to upgrade into crossbows and the knights that were still left over, yeah, I think you could have stopped it. It just really came down to the timing. It was just too quick.
Yeah.
Did you have mercenaries?
What's that?
Jason, did you have mercenaries?
Yeah, I hit mercenaries and stirrups the same turn, and I was clicking the upgrade button and like saying to myself, why the fuck isn't it working? And then I realized it's because I don't have iron.
And neither of his teammates had gotten iron either. They didn't know.
We just didn't plan for it. We completely left iron out of our consideration, and that was a huge mistake. Iron was not improved in anyone's territory. We had no improved iron, so no one could send it to me, and I couldn't upgrade my knights. Source Gear didn't get it because he doesn't need it for legions, and Don didn't get it because I guess he wasn't really doing anything militarily, really. I mean, he just had naval, that's all.
Yeah, it's what you don't know that'll kill you. It sucks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it is a map where it's so peaceful in the beginning that it's hard to imagine that it'll fall down so quick.
I mean, it's what I was expecting. Just wasn't expecting it that early. And there, as I said before, I mean, the iron just screwed me.
Sucks, man. Sorry.
That's all good. I learned my lesson.
Who else is competing? What are the other teams?
Well, there's CZOP has got a team that will face Harambe, Philly, and Blade, and then Ram will be facing whoever wins the final round 1 match.
Yeah, and the two teams left for the round 1 match are both TCL teams. I believe one of them is. I'll pull it up in just a second. We got Castronaut, Task Force Fish, and Bloopinator on one team, and Havoc, Totally, and Squish on the other. So we're gonna burst the winner of that match.
Yep. We're not sure when that next one's happening.
It's happening on Sunday. We don't have a time yet.
Then we definitely got a tough draw. I mean, these are these are the 2 better teams out of the 4.
Yeah, I mean, I was dreading facing OP or Philly in the first round, and that's how it worked out. But yeah, I did my best. I fucked up monumentally with that iron, but good game, guys. Well played, and congratulations on the win. Good luck in the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, good job. That the fact that you guys were a considerable threat and a strong adversary required us to practice the way we did to try to secure the victory. So respect to you guys in SunZ.
Thanks, man. You too. And thanks also to Gunslinger and Sarnath for hosting and commentating. I'm looking forward to watching that when it's finished uploading.
And thanks for hosting a tournament, TCL.
Yeah, thanks to TCL for hosting the tournament. Thanks for having us. Well, see you next time, I guess.
GG, guys.
Yeah, it was a great game.
Definitely wanted another shout out of all our viewers out there that tuned in tonight, on and off throughout the match. It was a wonderful match. We had 2 excellent teams playing, and we and the teams really support all of this. Really appreciate all the support you guys provided tonight. Chat was excellent. We had a lot of great questions come out of there, and I tried to bring in as many as I could without interrupting everybody. And I hope your questions got answered. Sorry if I didn't get you this time. I'll try to next time.
All right, I think that's about wraps it up.
Gun, do you have your? I mean, can I watch it from your stream?
It'll be uploaded on Twitch. I don't have it recorded just because I don't have another hard drive set up. If I tried to record it, it would be too long, and I would have ended up.
Do you have it set to save your broadcasts?
Yeah, I can see it there. I'm gonna watch it.
So as long as I can download it from Twitch, then yeah, I can upload it to YouTube and make it a permanent.
You can export it straight from Twitch to YouTube if you link the accounts.
All right, I'll do that. All right, cool.
And then I will rob the video off of you. I will obviously give you credit for ownership, but I'm going to put it on the CPL page as well.
Yeah, for sure. I don't care about ownership. Even if you want to just put it there, that's fine.
No, you had the driver's seat.
Still, I do this for the community and for anybody. If anyone needs a broadcaster, I'm happy to help.
If you check your PMs, I just sent you our next opponent. It's the winner of those 2.
Oh, it hasn't been played yet, huh?
No, it's going to be played on Sunday. Do you guys have the time on Sunday yet?
No, we don't have the time yet. They were figuring that out amongst themselves, so we'll see.
You can just be so kind to either PM me or make a public announcement, because I'd like to check that game out if that's all right.
Oh yeah, I'll post it in news when that gets figured out.
Awesome. Well, thanks again, guys. Thanks to the commentary and to TCL. I'll see you guys for the game against TCL 1 or TCL 3.
Sounds good. Best of luck.
Take care.
Later.
All right, guys.
Hey, I'll fall down, and Tom, go ahead. Do what you're doing, Gun. The game match on Sunday, I was requested to cast that event, but I told them that they needed to talk to the tournament staff first. I did try to do a ping at everybody to say, hey, listen, I do appreciate you guys asking for me, but you guys need to show respect to the tournament staff and go talk to them first. This is not my event. I can't just jump around and say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that.